Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're gonna do a little bit of like a chit chat with Ash. We're gonna talk about a topic that I wanna talk about. I'm gonna try to do these like twice a month maybe, or like once a month, where we sit and we talk about some sort of controversial topic, okay? It might be like situationships, it might be like, I don't know, just like anything, honestly, that's a little controversial, a little bit out there that we can chat about, where we can try to understand, try to diagnose, All right, so in today's video, we're gonna be talking about influencers. So this video is going to be a little bit of like a chit chat video with you guys, talking about like influencers and the world of influencers, and also like how to take advice from the right people and how to stay away and protect your peace from people who are leeching off your energy. So anyways, if you're interested, grab a cute drink. We're doing green tea today, and we're going to talk all about this fun little influencer world. All right, so right off the bat, I want to tell you guys, I hate the word influencer. For those of you that have known me on my channel for a little time now, also on Instagram, I hate the word influencer. And the reason I don't like it is because why should I be influencing you? What is the purpose of you being influenced by other people? I think that at the end of the day, you need to be making decisions that are right for you, not influenced by people telling you to buy things, by people telling you to do things, by people telling you, the way that you should be living. Really, in essence, that comes down to you, because you have different factors, routines, ways of doing things. Like, your life is so specific and unique to you. My life is so specific and unique to me. And so are the lives of all of these influencers that we, look up to, we might be influenced by, we follow on social media, etc., etc., etc. Also, like I've said in so many of my videos, what you see on social media is not the reality of things. I'm a person who posts on Instagram quite frequently. Okay, every day almost. I post my life, I post whatever, what the fun stuff I'm doing. Do you guys really think I'm gonna sit there and post a whole entire like little spiel about a cry I had, or a moment of sadness, or this, that, and the other? No, people don't do that. Social media is quite literally just the highlights of a person's life, the wonderful parts of a person's life. A lot of people are not going to share the very dark parts, little nitty gritties with you. And so you need to take it with a grain of salt. Do not look at other people's lives and compare your life to theirs, because you're not comparing apples to apples here. You're comparing apples to oranges. Your life is very specific to you. It's specific to the things you do, the goals you have, the friends you have, the family you have, the environments you have, whereas another person's life is entirely different. We're all different people. We have different childhoods, we have different upbringings, we have different ways of doing things, we have different goals, and it's gonna be different. So the advice you get from people, especially influencers, and guys, I know those of you watching these videos, you're a part of, the self-aware club, the self-development world, this niche of a community that we have on YouTube. But please, 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 everything that you receive, advice, even from me, guys, take it with a grain of salt. You must know how to make your own judgment when it comes to taking advice from other people, especially people online who have different lives from you. Okay. So personally for me, what I do is I love social media. Okay. I love being online. I love listening to people talk. I love watching YouTube videos and on TikTok and all that fun stuff. However, I listen to what resonates with me. I listen to what feels good to me. So one example I can give you is, let's talk about the Wizard Liz, for instance. There's so much amazing advice that she gives about dating, about relationships, about standards, about all that stuff. But one piece of advice that does not resonate with me is dating men for money. That doesn't resonate with me, because I'm a woman where I'm like, I like to have my own. I like to have my own stance, my own kind of standard of my life. And then I find somebody that matches that standard. I don't need a man to take care of me. I don't want a man to give me money, but not give me that sense of security, that sense of emotional security, that sense of, being able to provide for me in ways that are emotional, and giving me a safe space to be myself. So for me, that's a value I have. So knowing that and being aware of the fact that that's a value I have, there are gonna be certain things that she talks about that doesn't resonate with me, and that is completely okay, because we're all separate human beings and we have separate, ideas and norms and the ways that we look at the world, the ways that we look at society, and that's completely okay. So use that example and apply that to yourself. When there are things that influencers say that don't resonate with you, or maybe you're like, okay, I don't know if I should take that advice. Is this advice that I should be applying? For instance, chasing, men for money, or being able to follow my goals, wake up at 5 a.m. Oh my God, this is a big thing. I see this everywhere. The whole wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym in the morning, blah, 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 blah. Now look, I'm a person who goes to the gym in the morning because it works for me. It works for me. That doesn't mean that it has to work for everyone, because it doesn't. The reality of the world is it doesn't work for everyone. I'm a person that has a hybrid work from home slash office model. So I'm able to make the time in the morning to go to the gym. And then in the evening, I'm able to actually, focus on YouTube, focus on my side gigs and all of that fun stuff and relax myself in the evening if I go in the morning. But now imagine somebody who finishes their work shift at midnight. How are you going to be in the gym at 5 a.m. if you're finishing your work shift at midnight? Literally makes no sense. But for a person that might be following advice of people online and being like, I need to finish my shift at 12, I need to be home at 1, I need to be at the gym by 5, honey, you're not going to sleep. What about your sleep schedule? What about your health? And it's so important that we consider the factors of our own lives before taking advice from other people and trying to apply that into our lives, okay? It's so crucial and important that we do this. Here's also a really great tip, and this is a quote that really resonates with me. Do not take advice from people who you wouldn't switch lives with, specifically for the reason that you need to have people that you look up to. We strive to have certain characteristics of that person, not their life, okay? That's very different. We don't want to enable comparison culture here, and I think in the society we live in with social media, the accessibility of all of this and the accessibility of seeing people's highlights of their life make us want to be like them, make us want to have that relationship, have that job, be able to do what they do, but it's not always like that. It's not what you see, right? Remember, relationships are work. A couple is not going to post them fighting and be like, oh, this is like my life when I'm fighting with my partner or blah, blah, blah. Some people do, but a lot of people don't. So you need to consider the highlights of a person's life might not necessarily be what you want. If you were to switch places with them, would you want all the relationship issues they have? Would you want all the job issues they have? So keep that in mind when comparison culture comes up for you, because look, I understand. There are times I go online, and I know a lot of you guys watching here, let's say you see someone and they've purchased a new car, they've purchased a new home, and it looks like they're doing really well, or oh my gosh, the cosmetic surgery or procedure industry, like I spoke about in my video about lip fillers. This is a big one, especially for the female audience that I have right now. How many of you, and let me know in the comments down below, have been or felt influenced by this whole get your lips done, get Botox, get filler, etc. Because I was thrown right into it. I remember in that video, you'll see where I talk about the whole influence around it and wanting to get lip filler. And to be honest, I don't regret doing it, but I am very much aware that a portion of that was because of influence, was because I felt like I needed it to be pretty. And we live in such a society that makes us think that way, right? It makes us think that when we have what everybody else has, when we have, all of these enhancements and, the car, the house, the job, the family, or the partner or whatever, then we're going to be happy. You could have all of those things, the same things another person has, and not be happy because, again, you are a different person from that person. And you do not know what happens behind the scenes in the lives of those people. So you need to be very, very understanding and considerate and kind to yourself. And this is where I really want to preach the idea of using kind words with yourself. Please do not just compare yourself to other people and compare your life to the lives of other people, because the truth is you don't know what their lives are like. And also you are your own unique person. Learn to embrace yourself for who you are. Learn to embrace what you value as a person, what you strive for as a person, and the goals that you have for yourself as a person. So going back to influencer culture, when you understand yourself and you understand your goals, you understand who you are as a person, and you stay firm in that, okay, you won't be influenced by these people. You'll just see them as people who might be selling products, who might be saying things, and you'll take what resonates with you. Take everything with a grain of salt. It's super crucial and important for you to take the parts that relate to your life and then leave out the parts that don't relate to your life. And I say this for a very specific reason, because I've noticed in society today, a lot of us are thinking the same. And I'm wondering, are we thinking the same correctly? Or are we thinking the same in a completely wrong way? So I'll bring out an example of, the whole influencer culture over how women should treat men or how men should treat women, and the whole chasing, the whole why men love bitches, that whole spiel of a book. There's so many parts of that book that are amazing. There's so many parts of this kind of norm that are amazing, with women empowerment and women, getting the bag, making sure that we're stable, we're creating the lives that we want for ourselves and not depending on a man. However, there are parts of it that we really should take a step back and consider if that is even a healthy thing to be doing. So one, why is it that we have to take time to reply to someone? Why is it that when we're interested in somebody, they're interested in us, we all of a sudden have to play these mind games and be like, okay, well, because they replied 2 hours later, I'm gonna reply 2 hours later. I'm gonna pull away. I'm gonna let them chase me a little bit. Let's take a second to think about that. If you weren't doing that, if we're kind of engaging in these games, it's gonna make the other person feel uncomfortable. It's gonna make us look unavailable. And let's be for real, are we playing a game of who's the most emotionally unavailable here? No, be yourself. If you are being yourself and you're replying quickly or you're replying at a reasonable time and that person is taking time, again, like I said in my other video, how to stop little things from bothering you, you need to just understand that maybe you and that person are not compatible. Stop these games, stop these mind games, stop these stupid little comparison culture. I have to do this because you do this, because the norm is this, because influencers tell me to do this. This is what I need to do. We are kind of getting it wrong, guys. We're getting it wrong in terms of how we're supposed to be approaching situations. The whole concept of working a 9 to 5. It works for some people and it doesn't work for other people. That doesn't mean either party is wrong. That doesn't mean, the person that doesn't work a 9 to 5 is considered to be lazy or wrong or more ambitious than the person that works the 9 to 5, right? So we really need to take all of this and make an assessment over hustle culture. Make an assessment over, is that healthy for us or is it not healthy for us? So I have friends that work 24/7. They consistently work, they consistently, pour into their business, pour into that, etc., to help it grow. Great, amazing. However, when I take advice from them and they're like, continue to go, don't focus on relationships, don't focus on this, focus on, just the hustle culture. I realize I'm like, hold on, that doesn't work for me though, because I need time to myself. I need to be able to recharge within myself. And that, as you can see from an example, is me using my thinking cap, using my life, my situation, my environment, and making an analysis over how that advice can be applied to my life in a healthy way. Not in a way where I'm being influenced by how that person is speaking to me or what that person is telling me. So here's something I want you guys to keep in mind as you're kind of navigating this, because I realize the older I get, the more I'm like, oh damn, like I really have to take a step back and consider things now. Consider the impacts of things and not just go with the norm, go with society. And the truth is, everything can impact us, right? It's like us, our friend groups, our family. Growing up in the South Asian community, there's so much comparison culture. Their kid does this. You should be doing this. You should have these grades. You should be in this career, blah, blah, blah. The truth is, you need to be comfortable with where you're at. You need to be okay with the stage in life you're at. And like I always say, if you are not okay with it, if there's something that bothers you about it, if there's something that makes you feel uncomfortable, you don't like the place you're in your life, you have to change it. You have to have it in you to sit with yourself, figure out where the issue is, and fix it. At the end of the day, everything lies with you. You have the ability to completely transform your life in the way that makes you feel good. You have the ability to take the advice from other people and determine if you're going to apply it or not apply it, and also determine how you're going to apply it if you're going to apply it. So all in all, I hope this little talk with you, this real talk with you, got you thinking about a few things when it comes to the influencer world, when it comes to taking advice from other people, when it comes to your life and how you can apply advice from other people and who you take advice from, okay? If there's anything you take from this video, take this point. Think before you apply advice from anybody. You are your own unique person. You have your own values, your own morals, your own moral code, your own unique composition, and you need to apply things that resonate with you. I believe in you, and you can do it, and I'll see you next time.